Can empathy be taught? Absolutely. But again, it's the presentation of it all. It's someone who is staying in there long enough to understand. A lot of people get sympathy and empathy mixed up. I feel sorry for so-and-so because of what they're going through. That can lead you down the wrong road because all you're thinking about is, I feel sorry for so-and-so. That's it. And we can't do that. The way you're going to be able to make a proper discernment is if the Spirit of the Lord is there. Because this is a job. I don't think a lot of people understand that this is a job. There's a job in empathy and sympathy. You've got, especially if you're in some level of authority, you have to learn how to be empathetic and sympathetic. You got to learn when to be empathetic and when to be sympathetic. This ain't something that, is just you're going to get it right all the time. And sometimes you can do the right things for the wrong reasons and you can do the wrong things for the right reason. So we're going to keep it twisted. Just because we are carnal people, just because we're flawed individuals, just because we just are emotional. People love to say, oh, women are emotional creatures. Stop. Men are a whole lot more emotional than we believe. And the only reason why it's not flagged as often is because it's internal. Where women are just vocal, you saying things and you crying and you yelling and you all flipping out. And no, they're going to go drink, they're going to go drug, they're going to get high blood pressure. They're going to exact that into something else, take it out in the wrong place. They're not going to deal with it at all. Oh my gosh, that's the biggest thing. They'll move on like nothing ever even happened. I've seen it. God makes a difference. I am watching a whole lot of wrong for the right. A whole lot of wrong things being done for the right reason. And you can't tell because you're so saturated by emotions. You can't tell because it's situational to you. Let me say this to you. When you have the Spirit of the Lord, but you still moving on your own, when you have the Spirit of the Lord and you still doing what you want to do, God help you. You need help because you are wasting that gift. Do you realize that the Spirit of the Lord is a gift to keep us from making just bad decisions? Because we are all very capable of doing so. And if we don't check that thing, we're going to continue to make bad decisions. Now, here's the problem with making bad decisions, because I literally had someone ask me, how come I just can't make bad decisions and just deal with the consequence? That's scary because we don't understand what the consequences may be. Or we understand what the consequences may be, but throw caution to the wind. Or we'll underestimate. Oh, well, it'll only, the worst case scenario. No. If you have that Spirit of the Lord and you're utilizing it, the Spirit of the Lord is taking care of your business. Oh, did I just say that? Let the Spirit of the Lord take care of your business. Oh, whoa. That thing just hit me. Why? Because when you don't have God, you are floating on your own. You ain't got no other choice. You just making all kinds of decisions, whether they're right or whether they're wrong. But when that gift is given to you, you love the gift and stop moving on your own. Let the Spirit of the Lord make your decisions. Because I promise you, if you allow the Spirit of the Lord to handle your business, you will not make a mistake. Why? Because it ain't no you. Oh, you are not involved. And that's what you need. Let me help you with something here. We don't need to be involved in nothing. We don't have the capability of being involved. This world is being run by the enemy. And when the enemy is in control, everything looks beautiful. Everything looks right. Nothing looks wrong. We underestimate everything because he has the ability. He can make himself look like an angel of light, which means that things ain't never gonna appear as bad as they really are. It's not gonna last forever. Only what you do for Christ will last. So now that you've allowed the enemy to shift your thinking, to shift your view, and you start making emotional decisions and things that you think is right, your feet, because I promise you he will, because that's what he loves. He loves to mess with the children of God. See, the sinful people, he ain't got nothing to do with them, because he already didn't commanded their movement. But when he can take down those of us who claim to be in the Lord, now he's winning. And if you allow him to win, I keep telling you about this screw effect and this nail effect. Nail effect is we make a mistake, no matter how long this mistake been going on, whether it's quick or whether it's a long time. And when we turn it around and we decide to do the right thing, it's like pulling the nail up out the wall. It's almost like it didn't even happen, because God has decided to let it happen like that. However, what I'm noticing is because God is leaving us more to a reprobate mind, or more of us to a reprobate mind, most of us are dealing with the screw effect. So when we make a decision and it's the wrong one, whether it's a quick one or if we didn't live in this decision, we're going to have to eat that bad boy. We're going to have to live in that thing for a minute. We cannot handle it. So here's what happens. Because the screw effect is happening and it's taking so long to get up out that thing, guess what? We're going to make another bad decision trying to get out the thing, because see, we're not going to wait long enough for God to do the job. We're not going to watch long enough for God to kind of let me sit in this thing, so that when I come out, I've learned a lesson. See, I want it to be quick. Oh my God, I can't help. I can't take it. It hurts so bad. So what do? You make a move so that the hurt will stop, and that's the wrong move. So now you into another bad decision, opposed to just kind of sitting in that hot seat for a minute and saying, you know what, God, I got myself here. And whatever you gonna teach me during this period of being in this hot seat, so that I can make sure I don't do this thing anymore, I'm just going to sit here, because it wasn't you. You tried to prevent me from doing this. And how do I know you tried to prevent me from doing this? Because you gave me the Spirit of the Lord. Oh, he gives us a perfect gift, a gift that never sleeps, a gift that never slumbers, a gift that never gives up on us. But it keeps ringing that bell, and we like, nah. I know what I'm doing is right. Nah. I feel it in my heart. Nah. My spirit is telling me that's the problem. Your spirit is doing the talking. We have not been smart enough to fall back. Just fall back and take the passenger seat. We don't want to do that. We're out on our own, and we're making a mess of things. When you are so saturated in focusing here, everything here doesn't even exist. None of this is important, because we got a one-track mind. And if you call yourself a child of God, and that's the way you're operating, shame on you. That's what God is wanting. He wants me to say to you today, shame on you for wasting such a perfect gift. It's almost like somebody gave you a gift for your birthday, an envelope full of money, and you have tons of bills. But what you do is you go outside when the sanitation truck comes, and you just tear it up and you hand it to the sanitation man, and you say, it's ready for garbage. Oh, stop. God says stop wasting my gift. He chose you to give it to. What are you saying to me when you take my perfect gift and you trash it? He gave up his son, who sacrificed his life to go back and sit next to God on his throne to send back the gift. Oh. And what are we doing with it? That's what God is asking this morning. What are you doing with that gift? Were you saying thank you to me for giving you that gift? Because see, that gift, it was a trail of the presentation that was given to us. Because see, the Holy Spirit has existed since the beginning. However, it wasn't until after Jesus died, suffered on the cross and died, that he went back. After he rose, he went back so that it could be sent, and the day of Pentecost came. So my prayer today is that all that has been said spontaneously, God opened this up for a reason. Why? Who is watching this right now that I'm speaking to? Who will watch this later that need to hear this? God does not have me speaking to you this level for no reason. So come on. I need you to get on board. I invite you again. Let's allow the Spirit of the Lord to do his job. Let's not quench the Spirit of the Lord. You know, after a while, we have got to admit it's time for us to stop driving. In real life, there are people who are still 80 years old renewing licenses. I'm sorry. Your senses ain't what it was when you were 18. Come up out that driver's seat. And they don't want to let go. For some reason, that's like, if I let go, that means that I'm not who I am. Yeah, it's okay. God has gotten the best out of you in that driving department. But now it's time for you to sit over in that passenger seat and let somebody else drive. Well, guess what? It's no different for you. God has allowed you to drive this truck long enough. And now he says, all right, move over. It's my turn. Can't you see that when you're driving, you keep running into the dead end? You don't see this? You used to do it and you had the greatest results. It was working. Can't you see it ain't working no more? I'm letting you know that I let you ride long enough. I let you drive long enough. It's time to give up. Stop making sense out of nonsense and let Jesus handle your business.